Hi! Oh, where's the model at? It should be here. Why am I not here, chat? Okay. Why is it not receiving it? That's really weird. Wait, where's my sprout options? There we go. I figured it out, chat. How we doing? How we doing? Okay. 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 Alright, chat. We're gonna make a language. How are we doing today, chat? Trying to think. So, chat, we are ready to start. So, what words do we need to think of? Okay. Now. Chat. Let me close my law document. We need words. What sort of words do we need? Okay. Alright chat, welcome to the stream. Today, we are going to be working on this language once more. So, let's get to it. Just leaving that there for you. Okay. Now, how do we want to go about this? We could go with... Actually, this will be a great thing to go with. So we want colors now. We've got red. Orange. Yellow. Green. Blue. Purple. Black. And white. And grey. I got the H. Oops. So. This is our plan for now. Okay. What is red? What is red? Let's see what we have. Figure out what is red. Well, let's start with the start of all of them. If we can... Okay. That was a little too small. Okay. So the basis for color is creative water. And that's sort of like the idea of like paint being you know. Alright, let's do the lines first just before I forget them. Also, if it lets me go down, I was holding space every time I did those strokes, for sure. Right. Creative. Water. So we are talking here about a color. So the prefix KW, unless I've already used it before this, will be reserved for colors. But if I've already used it, it'll just be commonly used for colors. And colors and shades, you know. And I mean like at the start of a... Or QW, sorry. That's QU. Yeah, QW is reserved for color. Okay. Hello, how you doing? Now the question is, what is red? I'm alright. I think we go with AL for this. Alright, chat, we're gonna be spitballing here on what is different colors. You and Jimmy just did fills. Okay. I guess that works. Right. Should be able to help me get it pretty easily. Awesome. Alright, chat, what is orange? What are some things that are orange? H can be that. Any vowels that are orange. I guess danger could be orange too. Yeah, well, about that. Maybe not for this. Sunset would be great, but might not be the most orange thing here. But that's something we'll get into in a bit. I'm gonna go AH. But you guys can help me with figuring out something yellow. Does lowercase h have the middle bit? I can't remember. No, it doesn't. And oh no, that's right. Okay. Okay. Yellow. What we find that is yellow. Ghosts are yellow. Gold is yellow, so that would be Z. But we need a vowel. Danger isn't yellow. Femininity isn't yellow. Intelligence might be yellow. Technology, that's more blue and green. Chat, what are our thoughts on intelligence being yellow? Or food? What's more yellow, intelligence or food? Like food and hunger and stuff. Dom, what do we think? Intelligence or food/hunger being more yellow? Because I'm not actually sure. I guess what I can do, if I Google intelligence, and I go images, what colors do I see? I am seeing some yellows, but I'm seeing lots of other colors too. But a light bulb, true. I'm seeing a lot of yellow actually. Food? I'm seeing some yellows. Hunger. If hunger has... Alright, intelligence wins, I think. So IGZ. It's a horrible ghost. Okay. Right, what is green? I guess nature and stuff is green. That's ULN. L N Q W U L N. Now what is blue? The sun is blue. And water is blue. Q W U W. What is purple? The sky is purple, well, during the daytime. So. The moon also is purple. QWUN. What is black? Let's think about this. What vowel? I guess. I guess A and D. That's horrible. There is Q W A N D. Okay. Now, what vowel could be used for white? I guess O, like a bright white screen. Yeah. What does lowercase s look like again? It's just 4. Yep. Should have known. It's the same as any other one. Q W O S or quas. A N D S O. That is Q W A N D S O. That is the colors. Qual, qua, quigs, quon, quo, quon, quand, quas, and quansa. I've changed my mind, it's quandos. Okay. So to repeat that now that I've fixed it, it is qual, qua, quigs, quon, quo, quon, quand, quas, and quandos. Those are the colors of the rainbow and the black, white, grey. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay. I'm just going to add these just for ease of finding, really, so I can find the colors very easily without reading. Okay. Okay. Purple is this one. black. I know that this is actually grey, but you know. Shush. Then white. Then grey. I have just realized I accidentally made the ace flag almost. But, you know, that's cool. If I just move the black down to the bottom, then yeah. Chat, we've got color now. And color me impress. Let's keep working on this. Okay. Now. Okay. We've got a lot of stuff done. Like, we've got all of the colors done today, chat. That's pretty good progress. Okay. Each child... Oh, I'm not supposed to read that. Chat, ignore me. I'm writing law. Yep. Yeah. Okay. 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 Now. Okay. Okay. Chat, lore is a fun subject, isn't it? You'll get to see this one day. Today is not that day. Okay. Now. Ah, words. Chat, what do we think of these colors? I like them. They all have like the same start to them, so it's easy to distinguish. Oh yeah, that's a color. At least visually. Audibly, it's the same as if it was a QU, I guess, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay. 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 Chat, I'm just getting invested in my own lore. Chat, you can ask questions about my lore if you want, and I'll answer with things that I can answer, and then things that I can't answer, I will let you know. Okay. Okay. I'm so tired. Okay. Chat, we need to make more words, I think. I'm gonna stop writing lore during my stream. Sorry, chat. I get carried away. You need to stop me. I guess we're working on the lore here too, but this is in a way that you guys don't miss out on your content. So. Trying to think. L-I-J. Right? Or Z-I-J even. Like, Zedge. For question. Probably not. But L-I-B-O. I like that. So question. Is L I B? Is that correct? I feel like that's not correct. Yeah, it's not. What was that boop sound? Top left and then bottom right. L-I-B. What was that boop? I don't know. Libo. Now, here's the fun part, is what we need now is who, what, when, where, why, and how. These are all the next most important things to get, because at the moment, it's difficult. Now we could start with something question related, whether it's just LIB or like IBO. Like IBOK, but where? IBOR. Right. I think. So if it was like B O R for when. Where been I B O K IBOI or Y I B O I for Y. Who could be I B O E T. We just need what and how. Well, what could be what's like it. ZOC. So IBO ZOC. So I B O Z O C for what? And then how is the only one we really need to think about. IBOIP? Yeah, that makes sense. So it's I B O I. And then is it like, I need to have a look at lowercase p again. Yeah, I got it. Yep, wait. E-boy. Which means e-boy is officially a word in my language. But why? E-bok? For where? E-boy? For when? Ibozak? For what? Iboet. For who? I-B-O A-T. There we go, chat. Okay. Okay, am or is as a person. Zocket. Yep. Z. O. C. Hello, how you doing? E. T. Which, of course, is Z. O. C. A. T. That's just another important one to get. Okay. So if you're saying like am or you're saying like is as a person. Right? And if you were saying was as a person, you would say rocket. Right? Like, pretty simple stuff to get through. As of today, we can now ask questions. We can say the color of things. Like, we're getting a lot more done. I'm happy with our progress so far. I forgot to open Gorobot. Again. Okay. I don't know what words to think of next. Chat, help me out here. What sort of stuff... Oh, there's Gorobot being opened. What sort of stuff do you think I could make? What words do you think you would need in a language? Okay. We've got a lot of words, actually. Like, we've got a decent amount of words. And now that we've got questions, right? Stuff like words such as restroom, like stuff like that, these directions are starting to be more useful as you'll be able to ask for them. However, I do need to have like a word for other stuff as well to make directions more necessary. It's not really that either. Okay, yeah. We fixed that. Chat, we fixed our wording here. You know what? I changed my mind. People that are watching this stream now will be maybe confused a little. People that watch specifically this far of the VOD as well might also be confused. We're fine. Just ignore me. You'll understand another time. Okay. Okay. Now. Sleepy. Anyways. Back to thinking properly about things. Yes. I can say words very well. Colors, questions. Ah yes, language, the colourful questions update. Okay. Okay. Mind you, my point still stands. If you're trying to ask if someone is something, you would just say, you would state that they are. Or like, ask if something or someone is something, you would state that the thing or person is, and use a questioning tone. This is specifically if you're using, who, what, when, where, why, how questions. Then you've got words for those. But you wouldn't just say, is this that? You would just say, this is that? I love owls. They're my favorite animal. We could start working on animals soon. Although I feel like that needs an entire stream for animals. And that's gonna be a lot of thinking, so we'll save that for now. Oh chat, you know what I didn't do? 1 second. What I didn't do is turn on my fan light. There we go. That's better. I'm gonna forget that a lot. Okay. Chat. Any suggestions for what else to add to this alphabet today? Or language, whatever. Colors questions. Maybe I might do places. Right? Right, future things that we need to do. We need to do places, hobbies, animals. Foods. Places, hobbies, animals, foods. Rooms in the house, which we've already got restroom, but you know. How this might start being is I might have to start doing this on like Wednesdays and Thursdays off stream, and then use this as my, like, teaching the language time. Like, here we go. This is what I've done in the, you know, over the past week. Here's how I'm presenting it to you. And then it's not about writing it down on this big piece of, you know, of Photoshop, but instead having it open in, what? In like a slideshow. And being more presenting. I mean, I could do that now. The thing is, I need to be careful with making sure I don't, like, leak my email, but as long as I don't hover over the wrong part of the screen. We should be fine. Okay, chat. Yep. Okay. I'm going to duplicate slide. Colors. I haven't made a word for colors yet in Australian, so... Okay. This is where I might need to open this and put it over here. Okay, no. Okay. Then we've got orange. Yellow. Green. No, that's the next one. That's blue. So that's purple. Because blue is QWUW. Okay. Hydrate, yes, will do, thank you. Now. After purple, we've got black, which is QWAND. Then white, which is QWOS. Then grey, which is QWANDOS. Okay. What sort of shapes do we have? Okay. We want them to be transparent. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I just paste this in all of them, obviously there won't be an apple in all of them, but it's just mainly for the size purposes. Okay. Awesome sauce. You're gonna copy it on the wrong thing. Paste it there. Okay. Alright, chat, what did we determine was yellow? Ghosts and gold. We're going with gold bar. Is what I would say if I wasn't going with the ghosts. Where's my art folder? It's not in there. It must be in the image storage. That's the ghost, but blue. Open with. Where's open with? File, new, 500, by 500, open that. Image storage. Clearly it's not 500 by 500, but what is it? One 666. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're good. File. Save a copy. Okay. The ghosts are still important, chat. Don't worry, I didn't get entirely scrapped for funsies. Didn't get scrapped at all, actually. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Color, we need transparent. Okay. Copy that across to here. Now. Okay, cool. Blue. I might even just have the star already, to be fair. There we go, yeah. Okay. Fill color. Border color. I did very nearly make green a violent thing as well because it resembles blood. But then I decided against that. I mean, it still is there to resemble blood, but it's also resembling a lot of other things too. So. Like nature and greenery. Okay. Okay. Color, we want transparent. Okay. Awesome. Okay. I do want to make this bluer, because it might be a little too purple at the moment. Even just that, yeah. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Okay. Now... Okay. Now, what else is there? Black, that's the void. Yeah, it's sort of like it. Okay. We've got white and grey. What did we decide white was? Computer screens and snow, that's right. Okay. No. Words. What are we thinking, chat? It's gotta be snow. It can't contain a cloud because clouds aren't white, and I'm not gonna find any clip out of it snowing with a pink cloud above it. It has to be more like this. Okay. But then, what is gonna be grey? So far we've got apples, fire, ghosts, trees, the sun, the moon, the void, and snow. What is grey gonna be? I need to know what grey is. What is grey? Grey matter. Can't. Maybe if I just do this. Here we go. Grey space. Which is a phenomenon that happens every so often in this universe, where every so often the entirety of space will lose its red hue, which means all of the purple things will turn blue. However, there'll be like a very faded grey blue, as the sun also sort of becomes very faded grey. Like, faded grey blue. Very interesting phenomenon, you know. This just happens. I don't know what to tell you about it, like, it just happens. But you can learn the language now. With a very scuffed slideshow. And in the future, the slideshow will look so much better. But for now, this is what we've got. We don't even get the proper alphabet for it yet, because I need to turn that into a font to be able to do that. Can I do that? I don't want to generate it. Okay. Okay. Plug in. I need to go to my emails chat. Come on. Okay. Now. New font. Okay. Five fonts. Chat, I'm confused. I dropped my glasses, chat. That's not good. So the QR code that I got given isn't very helpful. Okay. Chat, I don't know how to make a font. I tried. Well, I think we just end this 5 minutes early because we're running out of ideas for how to do this today. Today's clearly not a language making day. What we can do, however, is see who's live. Milkberry's live. Chat, let's send you over Maddie Milkberry. Thank you for watching today, chat. Let's send you over. And hopefully next week we're a lot better at doing this. So, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.